the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted.
Yes, people. Welcome to LRFC. Bit of housekeeping. Hopefully you can hear me. Because usually I have an issue with the audio when I start for some reason. I don't know why. But what's going on, JK? If you can hear me, is everything okay, bro?
Yeah, sound check is cool. Yeah, all good, bro. How you doing?
Oh, good, man. Great win over the weekend. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it to be as convincing as it was. Obviously, Bournemouth gave us some problems, but it's a difficult place to go. Man City lost there. Arsenal lost there. I think they were undefeated at home this season as well, wasn't they? So we've done a good thing, bro. We've done a good thing, you know what I mean? And getting that 2-0 win, solidified our league position for another week or so, if you know what I mean.
Yep, I think when you really look at the bigger picture, we got a result before Arsenal got their result, I think if we sort of drop points there, Arsenal will be on a mad one now, right now. We're coming for that league title and stuff. So it was very important for us to get that win on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. You know what? I usually look through obviously the Premier League. I need to watch these games on a regular basis, mate. If I'm gonna do YouTube, you know what I mean. So
match of the day.
Yeah, just watch the highlights and it'll be easier for you, wouldn't it? So
yeah.
Obviously Wolverhampton got a win finally against Aston Villa. Do you think Aston Villa are trying to balance the Premier League and the Champions League? Do you think they're having a similar season to Newcastle last season? They're struggling, to balance both.
I think hence why you've seen them have a top transfer window right now. They bought in Martin, Rashford, the guy from PSG, Asensio. So they're not messing around. And I think they've sort of realised every time we play Champions League, the next league game, I think they've lost.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure about that, but they've had a bad result. So they're probably thinking we need to to get Champions League football next season, we need to sort of get a few guys in.
Yeah, spot on. Big up Nalante, man. I hope everything's well, brother. If you can hear me.
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay.
Fuzzy, as always. Yeah, I can hear you, man. Yeah. Big up yourself. Big up JK, my fellow co-host. Big up JK. Load of mercy.
Big up, bro. Hope you're cool.
Yeah, exactly. Big up the chat, Fuzzy. Big up yourself always.
Big up, brother. Big up, man. I love having you guys on, man. We do it. Listen, it's a regular thing now, isn't it? So it's good to do this stuff on a regular, especially when JK is telling me, "When are we doing the next one?" I said, "JK, tomorrow."
Yeah. I thought we could.
You know what it is, Fuzzy?
Shows where there's sort of everyone sort of thinking the same sort of way. It's not no agenda-driven nonsense. We look at it how it is, and I think us three guys, we sort of look at the club. Look, for me, that January transfer window is non-existent.
Oh my God!
But we could talk about that later. But for me, that alone, if you as a Liverpool fan, I've seen today on Twitter, for example, people sort of, we're top of the league, we're top of the Champions League, we don't need to buy no one. And they're like, not saying anything, they were like supporting FSG in a weird sort of way. And I was like, come on. At the end of the day, Man City has spent 220.
Yeah.
Maybe because they needed to. Villa have spent money, and I always say it's better to be safe than sorry in football.
Spot on, bro.
And a January transfer window signing for me is that option of not being sorry at the end of the season.
Spot on, bro. You're spot on. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, bro. Like you always got to have that, player or players ready just in case a horrific injury run comes along, if you know what I mean, guys. And that's a strong possibility in football. Anything can happen. Expect the unexpected, as they say. But Nalante, what do you think about the transfer window so far for Liverpool, mate?
Was he same as JK and you know how it is, bruv. We knew when we came to this, it will just be hologram FC. Hologram FC. That's all it is, man. I mean, boy, we're just there. We're just a ghost. It's just a ghost. Remember we signed the play. Remember that play we signed in 2021, the hologram. Remember
Oh.
him? Hologram, aka Ben Davis, the hologram.
Oh,
That was a fake. That was a fake signing. That was a fake signing. That was.
Ben Davis and who's the other one? Kabak and
Yeah,
our
Kabak.
as well. We signed at the end of a transfer window on loan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Listen,
know, yeah.
what can we do, guys? There's nothing we can do. You know what I mean, we just have to.
You know, I
have their
said
own will.
to Brian and these guys yesterday about how football is two things for me. One, when that ball goes over the line, the first 3 seconds of celebration, and the other one is signing players in transfer windows. We as a club don't do that no more. And as football in general, VAR has taken that away with the 3 second after the goal goes in. You know, that feeling, oh, we've scored. No looking at linesmen, no looking at this, that, and that. It's the goal. They've taken that away. And then plus, the way we sort of maneuver in transfer windows, I'm not really counting Chiesa as a sign-in. Let's put him to the side. We haven't bought no one for 3-4 windows now.
Yeah.
We don't even want a big player. We don't want a 150 pound median striker or nothing. We just want someone who can do a job with Gravenberch and Endo together.
Yeah.
Because we've got enough other guys, Sabotslai, Elliott, McAllister, to do the other midfield positions. But for me, that Endo Gravenberch sort of position, away at Man City, I love to play a double pivot and take it from there, for example. So the owners, again, not really buying anyone. I don't know what Edwards is sort of saying with them. Or the club seems okay, on the pitch and stuff. At the end of the day, it's the club that gives him the money to do his work, you know? So we can't directly say it's Edwards' fault. Not really. I wouldn't say it's Morgan's fault, whoever. It's really, if the funds aren't available, you're not going to buy no one.
You're going to buy no one, yeah? Spot on.
Yeah. Even though the funds are available, if you understand my point.
Yeah. No, I agree, bro. It doesn't look like a football club that's serious about, you know, winning titles if you don't get the adequate, you know, players who's going to be, you know, helping out the team to win titles, isn't it? So, like you said, we haven't signed anyone the whole summer. We haven't signed anyone in the whole of January. And I did say a few times in the beginning of the transfer window, I said, if you don't sign players in the 1st of January, 2nd of January, I kept on saying that, like, I give it, like in the first 2 weeks, then you're not going to sign anybody. That's how it goes at Liverpool Football Club. You know what I mean? Because you had a few months to get ready to get players through the door to help out these players. But like I said to you guys a few times, for their sake, they better win the league now. You know what I mean? Because if they don't win the league and there's no signings, they're going to get the wrath of Liverpool fans, mate. Even the ones who are loyal to FSG are going to have to come out and say something, because you put us in this situation, you know what I mean, thinking like we're safe again for another season. And if one of our main players gets injured, it's going to be a struggle, you know what I mean, as the season goes along. So listen, they better win the league. Let me just put it that way. Otherwise, you're going to hear stuff that you don't want to hear. Am I wrong, Nalante, about that?
No, agree, Fuzzy. Facts. Spitting facts right there. That's all I've got to say. Facts upon facts. Racks upon racks, stacks upon stacks, facts upon facts.
They got away with it last year, if you understand my point. Because what they did last season was mess it all up. I was going to swear then, but not. But for me, the Klopp thing, the timing of it, I'm leaving. Plus, not buying anyone in January because of the FFP rules. Angst. You know, the people were like, oh, no one's buying. Like last season, they spent 120 million, I think, the Premier League, on signings. This season, on the January transfer window, it's about 350. So, because last season, the FFP thing, everyone was like, FSG was thinking, bingo, we didn't have to buy no one for Klopp, even though we were at the top at that time, you know? So, for me, they messed that up, letting Klopp tell him, people were saying, oh, the news is going to come out about Klopp. But for me, I said to people there and then, as soon as Klopp said that, I said, we're not winning the league. Inside, I was feeling that. I said, why is he telling us this now? And that was a club problem for me. The club did that. Not as fans, not Klopp. It was the club saying, you know what, let's tell the world Klopp's leaving. And at the same time, let's talk to Arne Slot while he's in a press conference for his old team and let him say, yeah, I'm on my way to Liverpool.
Yeah, that was
Coronation Street, bro. Coronation Street.
It was just wrong. Like you're at a football club and you're saying things like that. It don't make sense, man. But let me read the comments, guys. Mr. Tipso, welcome to the channel. Greetings, everyone.
Bless, man.
Joel, big up, Joel, as always.
Message.
Any news on Trent? Yeah, I've got news for you. Paul Joyce has just put it up. I'll share the tweet with you. Big up, Cedric, as always. Big up, brother.
Bless Cedric, bro.
Big up, everybody.
Cool, man.
And Nalante, of course.
Yes, big up Cedric.
Mr. Tipso, so Arsenal. Arsenal fans are complaining about their owners. Have they seen ours? I don't think they've seen ours.
Yeah.
You know,
But
like,
they have the same problem.
yeah, but if you don't experience the ownership that we have, like at least they spend. At least they spend. You know what I mean? It's not like they don't spend. They do spend. That's the thing. And Arteta gets the money that he wants. He's almost spent 100 million in 5 years. I mean, over. So it shows they are. So 1 billion, almost $1 billion in 5 years. So it shows that at least they're giving him money. With us, we have to sell to buy. Or, like in crucial times of the season when we're challenging for titles, we don't buy. You know what I mean? So it always happens. And the only time Liverpool Football Club spends is when we're at the Champions League, because they need to get back to the Champions League. That's the only time we spend. And it's been happening.
Yeah.
Go back, look in history. That's the only time we start spending money to get back into the Champions League. And it's never going to change anytime soon. Nalante, you want to say something, bro?
No, I agree. No, I agree. And we couldn't even. Not only did they not spend in this January transfer window, not only did we didn't get the 3 new signings, quotes VVD, Trent, Salah. So everything we don't know, everything's up in the air. And we're doing well in the league, but the other stuff is not looking good. It's not looking good, and I just want to know what Edwards and Hughes are doing in there, man. Like, I get it, Hughes has come in, but. And he's come from the outside, so I get that. But Edwards, man, he's known, even he's been away, he knows the club inside out. At the back of his hand. Julian Ward is back in the club. So what are they doing? What are they doing? Like, I just don't understand.
Let me add on to that. It's like you're employing someone and you're paying him, but he's not doing the job. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, just give him money for the sake of it. You don't care about the rest. The company falls to bust.
So what are we paying him for then? Like, what is he here for? You know what I mean,
paying him to look good in front of the cameras, isn't it? To look, just for media PR. We've got podcasters who are play FC. We've got, and I want to get into that later on during the show. But we've got media PR, and it's just disappointing. Like, I'm already praying that I hope that they've already agreed a deal, but you just wait until the end of the season because you don't want to disturb where we are. That's my only hope. That is my only hope, because
it's like Trent Trudon is saying there. I agree. Sorry to interrupt, brother. I agree with what Trent Trudon is saying there. I fear for Liverpool next season. He's 100% right, because not only will players actually leave the football club, even if we win the league and Champions League, whatever, players will be leaving. It's what's coming in that we're going to have to see, because if nothing comes in next season and our rivals, look at Man City already preparing. Man City is not preparing for this season, guys. You know that, yeah? They just want to finish the top 4.
No.
They're not preparing. Don't mistaken these signings like for, they're going to do a title charge right now. I mean,
19. Yeah, 19. This one, the 19-year-old, 20. Mamushi, I think he's 25, and then Gonzalez 23. So yeah, man, they're listen, mate, they're planning.
Listen, listen, Man City are going to be stronger next season, whether we like it or not, and we put ourselves in a situation that our rivals will strengthen, and they will get better. And he's true on his right. Like, if we don't get the right players in next season, we're gonna struggle in the Premier League. I know, like, we're looking good right now. That's because a lot of the teams ain't as good as what they used to be as well. Don't forget, don't mistaken that this league this season is rubbish and all this stuff, because Man City is not top. This league is the best league this season because it's more competitive. You don't know who's gonna win from the start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And till now, we're still, like, as Liverpool fans, we are saying we're gonna win the league, but we still have that little bit of doubt, you know what I mean? Because one or two losses, it's a travesty, you know what I mean, guys? So, it's wide open. The next season is going to be it's going to be even worse. Let's just put it that way, because when the likes of Man City come back, and you got the likes of Aston Villa, you got so many teams going to be spending money to compete next season because they know they got a chance of the league. It's going to be tough, guys. Honest to God, it's going to be absolutely tough, guys. What's going on with Newcastle, man? Like, they're just dropping points now. Like, how can they lose 2-1 to Fulham at home? Like, I thought they were on a good run. Weird. I mean, and they got Arsenal tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to come through that game, man, in the League Cup. They won 2-0, of course, at the Emirates, but they could lose this game after Arsenal's performance.
Yeah, scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the Premier League, isn't it, Jade boys? This is the Premier League. You're in a run and it can change within a second. So, but Fulham are a good team, but I hope Newcastle beat Arsenal, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
But yeah, it is. I really do. I hope we get to the final to face them. But yes, I mean, we won't be surprised now, would we? Now, probably about 2 weeks ago, we were saying the reverse. Arsenal fans were saying we're out, and now look, tables are turned. But just go get Isak, man. Hope he's just softening up.
There's a strong rumor Isak come to Liverpool apparently in the summer. There's a strong thing apparently. So
Italia, yeah. I've seen that rumor, man. Look, man. At the end of the day, I'm not even thinking about next season right now, because when Liverpool right now are in a situation where we're sort of top of the table. We're doing well in the Champions League and everything's going pretty smooth, nice.
Yeah.
I worry about the future, only that Salah, Trent and the Virgil situation, God knows what's happening right there.
Yeah.
So that's the only worry I sort of have. Man City and all these other teams, like, football's so mad. Like, I can imagine there's some City fans thinking, sack Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, I heard this already, guys.
Like, come on, man. Like, what sort of fan are you?
When you're telling,
like, come on, man. For me, Pep Guardiola is the best of the best. Yeah, he spends a lot of money, but he gets the job done.
Yeah.
A lot of managers spent money and not got the job done. But Pep, he
you know,
gets the job done.
Okay, let me add on to that. Like, it's not only the football team is having issues, he's having issues off the pitch as well. Remember when Jurgen had the stuff off the pitch that was affecting him, like he lost his mom, pandemic, all that stuff. Remember he wasn't the same manager. He wasn't the same charismatic manager that's on the sideline shouting at opponents and our players. He didn't look right. The same thing I see with Pep Guardiola when I'm looking at him. I mean, his wife is leaving him. I don't know if you guys know that. And if the off the pitch affects a manager, especially in his personal life, it will affect on the pitch as well. If you know what I mean, guys.
Course.
And that's what people haven't looked at with Pep Guardiola. Like, he's having a lot of issues, man. He's having a lot of issues off the pitch, and it's affecting him. You could see even against Arsenal. Yeah. Did that look like Pep Guardiola? He didn't kick anything when his team was getting battered. He didn't look like he was interested. I mean, normally Pep Guardiola, if he's losing a game, he would be like kicking things and going mad on the sideline. Didn't give a shit. He was just on his knees sometimes, like scratching his head, and then that was it, really. So yeah, listen, off the pitch affects a lot of people, man, especially in his personal life as well. And this is what's happening to him. But he will come back stronger next season. I'm telling you guys, watch this space, man.
You know what I mean? Like Pep Guardiola is a winner. And because they're not really at it this season, it's sort of made the league a bit more interesting in a weird way.
Hang on, I want to ask you guys a question, JK. Do you think this is the worst season? Because a lot of people are saying because Man City is not competing, it's the worst season. Why does it have to be Man City competing to be the worst season?
Look, at the end of the day, we didn't take advantage of them having a worse season.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point then? You know what I mean? We still have to do our part, win our games. Football, sometimes people don't understand it's about winning. It don't matter what other teams do, So, like Liverpool picking up 3 points before Arsenal and City played on the Sunday was what we had to do. It don't matter what Pep Guardiola's doing and Arsenal and all these other teams.
That's what he's saying, yeah. I'll get it.
Yeah. But for me, Pep Guardiola, man, you can see from his body language and his aura,
Mm-hmm.
the guy's got other things going on in his head and stuff, and the players feel it. Hence why you got to keep the manager happy. The manager has to not to be stressed.
Yeah.
You see in press conferences when a manager's a bit heated and that, his team is playing like that as well.
Spawn. You see with Arne Slot, his family's back home in Holland. He came this season to just establish himself as a manager. He left his family back home in Holland. Do you guys know that? Yeah, I don't know if you know that, Nalante.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So what he did is he said, like, I left my family back home just for me to concentrate on Liverpool Football Club and see what we could do this season. And it's working out, guys. You know what I mean? He's just concentrating on the football side of things. And look at the rewards that you can get in football. I mean, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thanks for the comments, guys. Honestly, man, Man City will do madness next season, 100%, man. I've got no doubt about that. Marco Corleone is here in the house. Man City need more.
Mike.
I think they've signed a lot of midfield ballers.
Oh, yeah, they do. They need a proper real build.
What do you think of their signings, bro? What do you think of Man City's signings? Do you like all of what you see? And was it Gonzalez they signed in the last minute yesterday as well?
Yeah. Gonzalez from Port. He was at the Barcelona Academy.
Is he a DM?
DM, yeah, he's a DM. He can play like as a CM, so he's a DM. But yeah, again, he's from the Barcelona Academy. He didn't have enough space. The chances that he sold him as Barcelona do with some of the youngsters, and some of them work. And he's been balling out. He's been doing well at Porto. And will he be good for City? He should be in the system Pep plays. But so he's a good signing. So it'll be interesting when Rodri gets back next season. He's fit. How they play. So yeah. He's a good signing. They need like younger midfield. They need fresh blood. Reece, the Brazilian, I have no idea. So he's like a question mark. He could be a genius or it could be a flop. Konachov, the Uzbekistan, he's decent. Again, it's a question mark. I think he could be good, but time will tell. And yeah, man, and Mamouche, again, I could be proof of wrong and people can cuss me, but again, it'll take time the next year or two, but I think he's overrated.
You really think
I think Mamouche is overrated, personally, yeah.
Well, I think he's got it in him, like his movement and stuff, very good. I think he's going to be a bit of a good player. He's at Man City, you know what I mean? So the responsibility on his shoulders. He ain't going to replace Haaland as that central line.
No, he's not that. He definitely is not
he's
that.
He's a floater. He plays like a floater, like
left, right.
Yeah,
in that context, yeah. He's got a good bit of pace, but I think he's just overrated, to be honest. But let's see.
When I'm looking at these signings from Man City, it looks like a future signings, isn't it, guys? It's not like a here and now. You could say Mamouche it's here and now.
Mamouche is now, yeah.
The signing players from River Plate and Lens, Werder Bremen.
Big money, like 30 million.
Yeah, 19-year-old, 30 mil, 40 mil.
Look, and Gonzalez last minute signing from Porto as well. And
that came out the blue. Yeah, flipping out that 5-1 beat down really affected his mind.
Where is the regular players? 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds. Is that in the summer? That's what they're gonna do. Just get the future ready now.
Properly.
Man, that's madness. It's like what Trudon said. They're gonna do madness, man. They're gonna do absolute madness, and it's a scary thing. Absolutely scary thing. Agreed, man.
Playing like Nunes at right back and letting Kyle Walker go is a crime in itself. Nunes can't play right back. It's like what is going on there?
He doesn't trust Rico Lewis, and now he's like you said, JK.
I never liked Lewis. I never thought. I was like, why is this guy getting more game time than everyone else? I'm like, he's nothing special. He's all right. He's like, okay, yeah.
Well,
he's no proper right back. You know Harvey Elliott. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah, but just watch this space, guys. Man City will improve some more, man, in the summer. I think like what I just said, and obviously the panel said, buy the future now, and then buy the regular players that's going to be in the first team in the next 3 to 4 years in the summer. Pep Guardiola, listen, man, when he gets things right, it's a frightening time for the rest of the Premier League. I mean, all these slip-ups that we do right now, Liverpool and my Arsenal, like the draws and all that stuff that we do now, Man City will capitalize on that next season, man. They will. Whether you like to hear that or not, they will capitalize on that because they are the ones who set the mark in points, consistently over 90 points every season almost. You know what I mean? So, watch this space for Man City next season. Agreed on Man City take. It looks like they will know they have beat the 100. Yeah, I think that they have the 115 charges. Surprise, surprise. You're spot on. You don't sign this many players if you don't know, if you got that against the charges that you have, if you know what I mean. So you're spot on. you're spot on. I think they beat some of the Chargers guys. I think this is why they're so confident, because at the beginning of the season and last season, they wasn't signing a lot of players because they were worried in case something's happening. But now, like they're signing players on a regular basis, like back to normality. And
yeah, and also I reckon if they were in our position, top of the league, a lot of more fans will be talking about them Chargers.
Yeah.
I just believe it's like just a bit of a coincidence that the year they're sort of going to get done, they're not really playing their best. So fans are not really talking about Man City, really. They're not really bothered. They're like, all right, what about them? Let's talk about Liverpool. Let's attack them. That's why all the other fans are congregating and attacking us as a club. When it's Man City, you'll get fans coming on social media. What about their Charges and this and that? Hence why it's just a bit dodgy. That is, like, they go downhill. It's like they're in the background. No one's really talking about them, sort of thing. It's a bit sus, man.
It's madness, isn't it? Like the way they're just making signings all of a sudden when they were following the laws not so long ago. Where did they get this, like, sign? Like you said, 200 million. Like, how are you spending 200 million in one window? It's strange.
170 they spent. Like I just worked it all out. About 170. That's a lot. That's a nice piece of work. You know what I mean? And we can't even spend a dime. Let's work that one out. A club, financially healthy, do the rules, play the game as it should be. And what do? We don't buy no one again. It's like no one's really going to be talking about this. I'm really disappointed in the owners in that way.
Yeah.
Like I think what happened yesterday was that Middlesbrough wanted Morton, and what it was, one of their players was getting interest by a big club. I can't remember the club. It was one of their midfield players. And he was going to get moved on. Morton was going to replace him. Then we would have had a little bit of space to do something, but realistically, I knew before the transfer window even started, we are not buying anyone.
Listen, the first few weeks tells you a lot from Liverpool Football Club. But Nalante, what do you think of that? With that comment, Mr. Tiboso made, sorry, about Man City probably have beaten the Chargers. That's why they're signing a lot of players all of a sudden, and the summer, of course. Is Nalante there? I don't know. But
Fuzzy. Yeah. Nothing to say. The comment, I think we all could have guessed that. I mean, they're going to beat the Chargers. I mean, if they do get charged, there's going to be no point deduction or title. So that's it, really.
Yeah, big up Tipso, by the way, with the comment as well. Great, man.
Yeah,
first time
I've seen Tips. Cool. Nice one. Big up.
If you look at Southampton's getting a win, guys. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the Premier League. They beat Ipswich by 2-1 away from home as well. That's pretty impressive for a team at the bottom as well. So, can they still get out, or do you think they're going to get relegated, Southampton, guys? You think even winning now is too late for them?
Oh, they've got it's done out. It's done out here. They're in Ipswich. Bye. See you later.
Yeah, I think they're too far off, man. Was it 9 points in the whole season so far? Like, they ain't gonna get you.
Yeah,
but it shows how competitive the Premier League is, guys. It shows like anyone could beat anyone. So if you're going to the likes of Ipswich and doing that, it's not bad. So Everton is back, guys. 4-0. Just before they face Liverpool, the results are coming in all of a sudden.
But it's better like that, because imagine they kept on losing players and beat us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd rather they win now and then we beat them.
Yeah, spot on, man. Yeah, I think like that game's gonna be a sort of a decider. I don't know if you agree with me, Nalante and JK. I think if we beat Everton, we're like one hand probably on the trophy, and because that's one of the two difficult away games, obviously at the Etihad and Everton. If we beat one of them at least, I think it's one hand on the trophy, more or less. I don't know if you agree with me, Nalante, about that.
No, I don't. I don't. Been here before last season. No, I don't. But it'll just strengthen our case. I won't be able to say we've got one under the trophy. Not yet. No. Not yet. But yeah. No.
Wow. What about you, JK?
Can you repeat that again, Fozzie?
I said if we beat Everton, obviously this is our next Premier League game. More or less, it's one hand on the Premier League trophy because we only got 2 away games that's very, very difficult, and that's
Man City.
Everton and Man City.
Mhm.
So if we beat at least one of them, I think one hand on the trophy of the Premier League is there, mate. Don't forget, it's going to be 24 games, you know what I mean? So there ain't that many games to go. I mean, I think we've got to win like 11 games in it to win the league or something like that, 1 draw or something like that to win the league. So it depends on the Arsenal, obviously, results as well. They might drop points along the way. I've seen their fixtures. They've got some heavy, heavy fixtures. I don't know who done that fixtures, but I don't think they're going to get the maximum points. Don't be fooled by this Man City game, guys. Arsenal beat Man City by 5-1 because, you know, Tottenham beat Man City at the Etihad 4-0. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you can help the Man City this season. But what do you think?
Yeah, with Everton, like that game is been like a weird one because it got cancelled, it got postponed. Remember,
Yeah,
and it's been like a cloud over our head since that. You know what I mean? Like, I've got a game in hand. It's against bloody Everton.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it ain't like, oh, it's Southampton away or Anfield. Like, yeah, that's 3 points definite. You know what I mean? So this Everton game is
Exactly.
starting to wind me up, and hence why I wanted it to be sort of played earlier.
Yeah.
I wish we got it over and done with. You know, I'm not really a big fan of that. We got a game in hand. I'd rather get them 3 points on the table, you know, instead.
Do you think we could have at that time, guys? The way things were going, I think we was drawing a lot of games as well, and nearly lost a few games at that time. Do you think we could have got the maximum points that we're at Everton with Sean Dyche in charge, especially with his defensive and his, you know, probably players could have got injured at the time as well. I don't think David Moyes plays like that anyway. Physicality kind of football. I think he just likes to play football, really. As I remember when we used to play Everton back in the day.
With Dyke, they got some good results. Like they drew against City, Chelsea, and
Arsenal, City.
You know what I mean? But Everton are like that type of team. They're very defense minded. They're very get everyone behind the at the back, and we take it from there. And I think Moyes, we're gonna sort of burst the bubble.
Yeah.
Because imagine that day, everyone's gonna be watching that game. I don't care. Arsenal fans, City fans, they're all gonna be doing watch-alongs, waiting for us to slip up. To slip up. Hence why I need Virgil, Gravenberch, and Salah on that day to be like, you know what, block out the noise from the away fans because they're going to be on a mad one that day. That's Derby at Goodison. We're going to remember that. And I'd love to get a win there. Like Kevin Keegan said, I would get a win there in the last Derby at Goodison.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll take that.
LFC Mad says, big up, by the way, man. Welcome to the channel, brother. It's a few new people, man. I like that. Plenty of games to be played. No hands on trophy until we are mathematically clear. It's my opinion. I think that because of the way we've been playing all season, brother. That's what I think. Like, you know, I look at the games that we're getting, and I don't think Arsenal's going to win every game. I think they're still going to drop points as well. But it's down to us. You know, I'd rather if someone gave us this at the beginning of the season and said we'll be way clear like this, point clear with a game in hand. You know what I mean? Around now, I'll snap their hands off. And you know, you got to say we're gonna win at least. You know, I can't sit here and say we're gonna win the league because we've been top the whole season. You know what I mean? It's not like Arsenal's been top of the whole season. We've been top of the whole season. So we're still in February. Look at the month we're in already. We're in February and we're still top of the league, guys. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
Yeah.
And you know, international football is very close as well. So we're gonna probably have a rest for a bit as well. So yeah,
I'm a nice game Saturday as well. Plymouth, that's good. Like for me, the Tottenham game, I'm going strong because win that game, win the next game. We've got a trophy for slot. Bang, let's get it done. So I'm going strong there. And then we've got Plymouth. That Plymouth game, we don't need Salah, we don't need Gravenberch, we don't need Virgil.
Yeah,
rest them and get them ready for the derby the week later. You know, it's sort of perfect. Like, I'm telling you, like the both FA Cup ties. We've sort of been blessed. Accrington, Stanley, nice little break. Few guys had a rest. Job done. Plymouth, same again. You know, so in that way, it's like Arsenal got Man United first round of the FA Cup. We didn't need that sort of fixture.
Yeah, what you spot on? I agree, 100%. LFC Mad says, yeah, draws to Fulham and Newcastle. Yeah, it was annoying, bro. It's really annoying. If we had those points in the bag, the league's won. You know what I mean? We could have just concentrated on the Champions League and, you know, progressed in that and full focus on that. You know what I mean? And then probably the cups as well. If you want the quad, if you're looking for the quad as well. So yeah, we put ourselves in a different situation that we could have been, you know, more comfortable in. It's bad. It's mad. It's true. It's true. Obviously, Everton, it's going to be a tough game, guys. It's not going to be easy. I don't expect it to be easy. The last Merseyside derby at Goodison, so they're going to come out, you know, they're going to come all out for us. They're not going to make it easy for us. And like JK said, the whole of the Premier League will be watching this game. And, you know, they only want one side to win, which is the blue side. But we just got to concentrate on ourselves, guys, and then see where we go from there, man.
Yeah, but for me, Leicester, letting Beto score 2 goals tells you everything about Leicester.
Yeah, Leicester's
Come on.
Nalan, do you want to say anything to the Everton game, or you?
Not much. Just JK, Leicester trash. They are awful. Sorry to add who's on our channel. You know, rude. I mean, the hype. I mean, I don't know what Leicester did. They got the hype of a caretaker win of 3 games and big name, but maybe it's a bit. His manager ain't great, but yeah, Leicester, they're awful, man. They are awful. The defenders are rubbish. I'm sorry. Like, I know the professional league footballers. I could play defense for Leicester.
Yeah,
Mate, did you see the? If you saw the 4th goal for. If you saw the 4th goal for Everton, 2 men just like looking daisy, just late. Mate, God, I tell you that.
That's
mate,
terrible.
That was, mate, shocking. But like I said, I think certain fans were saying, oh, it's better. Like, some other fans are weird because they're saying, oh, it's better if Moyes is in charge now to play Everton, which is just silly. It doesn't matter if Dice or Moyes was in charge, it'd still be a hard game. It doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't make a difference. It's a derby. We know this, you know. Look what happened last season, and that's what I want payback. Last season, when in my opinion we bottled it, we lost our heads. They battered us 2-0 around all our play. Salah, Trent, everyone was awful. So I don't want to see that again.
Yeah, I remember that defensive display, man.
You remember that? Yeah, that was shocking. Yeah, we were just clueless.
So disappointed in that game, man. I said,
same.
Like, you might think like we're not going to win the league. You don't go into games with that attitude. I mean, not even trying. They fought us, battled us, they bullied us. You know what I mean? It was a terrible, terrible performance. I think Everton was in the bottom half of the table as well.
They were. They're same place, 15, 16, something like that. Yeah.
Sometimes we've got to stop playing the occasion, guys. You know what I mean? We play too much of occasion. Man United game, occasion. You know what I mean? So we need to like just be professional. Don't go with emotions like that and towards games like that. Just play your game. Make sure you're solid at the back. Make sure you don't give away balls unnecessarily. And then get the 1 or 2-0 wins. You don't need to get involved emotionally in games like that. It's just, you got better players. None of those players will get into your team anyway. So why are you like going to places like this and playing at home against Man United and playing like that? I mean, like this, it's just too much occasion games, man. It really irritates me. Sorry about, if I'm going on a bit, but it's frustrating, man. I'll never forget that game. That's one of the games I pointed at Trent in. I said that defensive display from that right back from a vice captain in that game was unacceptable, and not many people pulled him up on it. And people just pull him up on it because of the recent contract issues. Where all of a sudden they're having a go at him, but nobody pulled him up on that game. Everybody was quiet. But mate, at the far post, that striker they got, the number 9, the one who rose up above it, who wears skirts, by the way, who rose up above everybody and headed the ball in, and he's next to him. Push him, do something, put your body on him or something like that, just to move. Like when you're in the air, you could go off balance, can't you guys? If you just give a little barge or something,
little barge, little touch, whatever. Yeah.
And he didn't even do that. He just let
him and Jones in that game. Him and Jones, as the Scousers in the team, should have stepped up. This is what I was saying about the contract situation. It will affect the games in a weird sort of way. It will do that. And I think Trent's time was that time. The United game, that contract talk was everywhere. And it affected the brother, I like Trent. Top player. Top player. For me, he can take it to another level. And that's what sort of disappoints me with Trent. He don't know how good he is. And it sort of annoys me thinking he can be even better than what he's been. You know, will he be here next season? Will he be at Madrid next season or whatever? You know, but for me, that game right there was the game where we needed Trent and Jones to sort of step up for Liverpool. So if they're playing against Everton, look, Jones come back from his little knock already.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say Jones is going to start that Everton game, but I think Trent might, maybe if he gets back from his sort of knock as well. We've got to think about that one as well, you know. So I don't think the Scousers might even play against Everton.
Yeah.
Or start, you know.
Yeah, I think Scousers and all this stuff in the modern day, when people talk about, they're different, man. They're different footballers, guys. That's what we've got to realize. You know what I mean? This is not emotionally attached footballers anymore to football clubs. You know what I mean? And, you know, when they play for the badge, everybody wants them to do things like that, but it ain't going to happen because this is different type of football nowadays. You know, players are different. We discussed it the other day in Atlanta, but you got to put our arm around these players nowadays. It's different, man. They're emotionally, they're different to the players like Graham Souness, you know, Steve McMahon's and all
Back
that
in the
stuff.
day, the Kinos, the Fiera's, the Adams, you know, these people, Wrights, Ian Wright. Yeah. No, 100%.
They're all friends, bro.
100%, Fuzzy.
Hugging each other and everything.
JK. Yeah, JK, yeah. JK,
Like,
there's someone
they
in the
don't hug
channel
their
that you probably want to give a
relatives
hug.
like hug me. Hugathon, you know. I'm like, bro, that guy is trying to get the trophy you want. There's no hugs in this game, bro. You know? If you're gonna don't do it before the game. If you're gonna do it at the end, cool.
Yeah.
But before the game, like you see when the teams line up, the goalkeepers always shake hands with each other.
Hugging each other.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you play for the same country as me. We've trained together. Hey, bro, and then they're hugging each other. It's cool, but I think it's sort of a mental thing when you're in the lineup, coming out in the tunnel, where Keane used to tell you, "I'll see you out there." Remember that one? Like for me, that is
Fiera,
his best. I'll see you out there,
Yeah.
and that's why for me, Keane, it was the guy. You know, he was like, "I'll see you out there," and like you didn't have to say nothing else. That game was going to be 100%. I'm going to win this game, and I want that against Everton. You know. Virgil don't really say them sort of things, but Virgil inside is that guy, if you understand my point. You don't mess with Virgil. Virgil inside his head. And I think on that day, I want Virgil to proper sort of take control of the whole game and situation and be like, you know what? This is our game. We're going to win this.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, tomorrow we'll be back doing the preview show for the, obviously, Tottenham game. We'll do the tactical side of the game and all that stuff. So please tune in at 2:30 for us. Marco Corleone says, in boxing terms, this season Pep got KO'd heavy. I think it will affect him going forward. I think it's just the personal stuff, bro. I honestly think that off the pitch stuff is affecting him as well. Like your wife wanted to leave you because from what I've heard, his wife didn't want to stay in here in England anymore. She wanted to go back to Spain, and he chose to stay another season. So this is where the relationship broke down. Because normally Pep Guardiola doesn't stay in a club that long. Normally he gives it like three years or something like that.
3 years, yeah. But City's different.
Yeah. But Nalante, do you agree with him? Like, in regards to that, you know, the personal stuff, like off the pitch, is affecting him as well as on the pitch.
Yeah, like I mean, let's be honest. Any personal stuff, if it's it depends on what it is, would affect the play on the pitch. But at the same time, I think there's certain mistakes he's made as well in terms of transfers and probably systems with certain players as well. And it's listen, mate. Like I know, and I'm gonna be the flipping the coin, son. Everyone talks about Klopp and what he's achieved. I'm appreciative, but I'd rather have Pep achieved over Klopp's. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'd rather have. I'll swap everything Klopp won for us for Pep's record at Man City so far.
Yeah.
So. Mate, and yes, they spend money and we know that, but at the same time, man, it's still an achievement, you know what I mean? Regardless, you know what I mean? Remember, when he first came to the Premierships, people said he can't play the tiki-taki way, pressing Premierships, hush and rush, and he proved that. And some of the players, they got involved in the Premier League. They got used to even getting stuck. And also David Silva making tackles. David Silva, very underrated baller. He doesn't get enough credit, you know. I mean, I'm talking about as a neutral perspective, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
One of
that
my
one.
favorite Man City players, actually. I don't really like Man City,
fine.
but Silva as a player, wow.
Silva and Yaya for me.
Perfect. Yo, that was good. That was good.
That was
Yeah.
perfect timing,
Yeah.
isn't it? Perfect timing for that one.
That's where you're gonna drop it, bro.
Brilliant, Fuzzy. That's just brilliant. Yeah. Like, I know we're just going off Tadu Strick. Sorry, Fuzzy. I know before you go to your next part. As we were just saying, Silva, Ferrand, and Yaya for me, my God, Yaya was a beast.
Oh,
Let me tell you something. That, but you see that guy, people talk about Keane, even Stevie G and Fieras, but he is up there.
Yeah.
He is up there right next to them. That man, bro, he could do practically, if Stevie G could do everything,
Yeah.
so could Yaya.
spot on, bro.
Yeah.
Spot on. Trudon says to Michael, Michael same, but these are squads players, but Mamouche. Oh yeah, you're right. That's what we said, like youngsters, isn't it? That's what we alluded to earlier. Bar Mamouche, they'll sign big players in the summer. You're spot on. That's what we said as well. We said that. Build for the future, but sign the important players in the summer. That's what they're gonna do. 100%. United won leagues with 72 points, so everyone gets some easier titles. 72 points. Goodness gracious me. Pep going through. Pep is going through a divorce. His mind ain't right. You're spot on. You gotta put that in there, bro. You gotta put that in there, man. It's like so. It's the likes of Grealish, Doc. But guys, is it me or has Grealish disappointed everybody? 100 million they bought that player for, and what has? Forget about the league titles he's won, but what has he done? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what it is though, bro. When you look at football, it ain't like the old days where we had players who could just float around. Del Piero, Platini, these type of guys who had flair. And what it is, flair is getting washed out the game. He's getting pushed out. Why? Because they want robotic footballers who just run, cover ground, and get the job done like a machine. They don't want these little fancy gold buttons and stuff like that on the machine, you know?
Yeah.
They just want a machine, get the job done. Yeah, I understand that. But for me, football is an art.
Yeah.
And I always say this, in England, a lot of footballers make it in England because not because they're talented football-wise, it's because they can run for 90 minutes non-stop, no problem.
Yeah.
Football talent, probably basic, get a ball, pass it, yeah, they can do that, no problem. But they're not going to get what Maradona did, get the ball from the halfway line, take on 4 guys, slot in the goal. You know, they're not going to do what Messi did. None of these guys. Grealish is one of them sort of flair players out of England. And look what's happened to him, bro. He gets no game time.
Yeah, he's overrated. I think he's suited more. He suited Aston Villa more than he suits Man City, in my opinion. He should have just stayed where he was. That's his kind of. They were building around him in it, so he should have just stayed in the club like that. When you take players out of, players like that out of their comfort zone and take them to high quality teams, they don't really perform, man. And in my opinion, okay, he's won a league title, Champions League, whatever it is. I don't see him being an important player. The only important thing about him is that number 10 he's wearing. You know what I mean? Because that's a high quality shirt for players. And yeah, I think like he's failed dramatically at Man City, in my opinion, man. 100 million they spent on that player, guys. You know what I mean? It's madness, man. Doku, another disappointment. Liverpool linked.
Yeah.
I think Lukaku saved us on that one because he was on the way to Liverpool to replace Mane, as I remember.
Yeah, thank God.
Lukaku told him to stay at the club. Yeah, is a club
Doku is good,
yeah,
but he doesn't do what would say Mane used to do.
Yeah,
you know when Mane got the ball, you know a goal's coming. Like with Doku, you don't get that feeling, even though he does the hard work, and that's what frustrates me. Like him and Traore for the ex-Wolves winger, he'll do all the hard work, and when it came to the end part, pass it square, bang it into the bottom corner.
Yeah.
They don't do that, bro. And that's what sort of thingy with Doku. For me, Doku was a good little player, bro. But I think I'm just surprised that Guardiola don't tell him, get the ball and score. Like, get the ball and shoot. Like, do that, you know?
Do what you're good at, basically, yeah. You're spot on. You're spot on. And Nunes, another player we skipped on. We was meant to get him.
Paid right back now.
Is that what you said, JK? We don't know what they could have done at Liverpool. We don't know. You're spot on. We don't know. They could have been better players at Liverpool than what you see at Man City, if you know what I mean.
Because Man City, when you look at them, they haven't really done well transfer wise. That's why right now they're sort of.
You're right, because they have bought players in the last few years.
Yeah. You know, people don't understand that. They're buy guys. Another thing, the goalkeeper, Ortega, how are you playing him in front of Edison?
Yeah, and I remember
Against
Edison
Arsenal away.
better than Alisson.
Yeah, he's really sort of gone off it. I don't understand that one.
Do you know what's up? Let me explain to you guys a story. Yeah, you know what's happened to Edison? There's nothing wrong with Edison. You know that, guys. Yeah, I'll tell you why. What I say, people didn't grasp onto it when I was saying that in the beginning. I'm not just saying Alisson is a better goalkeeper because he's a Liverpool player. I look at the goalkeeper overall. He gets picked for Brazil as the number one. He gets picked for Liverpool as the number one. And many consider him as the best goalkeeper in the world, with many things that he does on the pitch, which is, shot stopping, one-on-ones. Even his kicking ain't that bad. Sometimes it can be awful, but he ain't that bad. So you look at Edison as an overall goalkeeper. All you see Edison do and people rave about is his goal kicking. That's all they rave about. But now what's happening to Edison is that defense that used to protect him, to limit him to this one save thing, ain't there anymore. Now they're shooting more often than not, at him, and the goals are going in. You get what I'm saying? So now he's exposed for the goalkeeper. The Brazilian national, I think about 3 or 4 have managed him at Brazil. I'm sure it was like 3 or 4 managers have always picked Alisson ahead of him. So now you see what the rest of the world used to see, like in Brazil, places like that know Edison and Alisson. You know what I mean? And he's just been exposed for the goalkeeper that he is. This is what he is. Don't make no mistakes about it, guys. It's not that he's dropped form. He's facing a lot of shots now. I remember games we used to watch. I don't know, Nalante and Jack, if you agree with me, we used to watch Man City get bored because the opponents couldn't even take one shot on target. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now
they're facing 4 or 5, 6 shots a game. He doesn't look like the goalkeeper that we know.
Yeah, it's true. He had a little cozy little number. Although he had a cozy little number there, getting the ball, spraying it, and it was like, oh, this guy's the best in the world. And for me, he was good. But as you just said, you knocked the nail on the head. Where right this season, Man City have never seen anything like this. Nope. Shots going in, shots taking shots. Like Arsenal scored 5 goals against these guys. Tottenham scored 4 goals against these guys. Why? Because they kept on shooting and the goals getting in. Because Edison couldn't save them. And it's exactly what you said. It's true.
Recent signings have sucked. 100%. I don't know if they sucked. Sorry about saying 100%. I don't know if they sucked. They probably don't. They probably. I don't think.
We know that, Trudeau.
Huh?
No, Trudeau's saying about City bus case. I said, that's going to happen, man. We all know this.
Yeah.
It's the previous comment said.
I'm going to ask you as well, what do you think about Edison? Are you shocked about what you see of him nowadays, like in goal, or is this what he's really like?
Not really, to be honest. I thought he's a good goalkeeper, but Alisson was always better. He was always the better goalkeeper. That's just why you got people like, I watched the what's it, that Sky podcast? What's it called again? The one with Keane, Carragher, right? And that's it. Yeah. And Schmeichel was asking them. Schmeichel said, Edison. I was thinking, Schmeichel, what are you smoking, Bridget? because he can play the ball out of goal. Yeah, he can better than Alisson. Fine, but Alisson can do it. But Edison does it better. I get it, but Alisson ain't no slouch. Alisson's been better. He's clear, and he's a good goalkeeper, Edison. But he's better. Alisson's just clear of him. He's clear. He's the top dog or top 2. Yeah, exactly. We done, mate. Helped us win the game. Crucial. That was the Alisson of old. That was the Alisson of old. Because he's been a bit not great, but it happens. But mate, he's the top dog. There's only about maybe 1 or 2. There's only 2 goalkeepers that can chat to him in the world. That's it. Not in the Premier League. He's clear of everyone.
I think so as well, mate. Big up, RD United Sport. Big up, brother. Big up, man. Please go and subscribe to him. I know he's a fan, but he's a genuine United fan. He's not one of those corrupt ones. I mean, so
big up United. Yeah, big up yourself. Even though I don't like a club, but big up yourself.
Richard, guys, like I've known him since 2019, I believe. I think 2019 when everybody was starting to do YouTube. he helped a lot of people, and people don't give him credit for that, man. He's a unselfish guy, man. He's unselfish, man, and he always helps people out. As I remember, even Hussam, everybody, us, there's so many names. Patrick, Patrick, true United fan. All these guys, so City fan, true City fan. All these guys, this guy helped, man, back in the day.
Nice one, bro.
Not many people give him credit for that, man. You know what I mean? People look at the Man United side of things and think like everybody's the same, so they're not. He deserves more credit, man. This guy, I'm telling you, people go and subscribe to him. It doesn't matter if he says United on that thing. Go and subscribe to him. He's a genuine and nice guy, man. Genuinely nice guy. Sorry. Big up for the guest chat, and make sure you subscribe, of course, and all that stuff. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Maybe City signing a lot of players because they expect a ban. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's because they know they're gonna get away with it. They got a lot of stuff on the Premier League. You know what I mean? Probably underhanded payments than the years, things like that. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason they're gonna get away with it, because like if you got things like that on the Premier League is not a league that's clean, guys. I mean, they let Abramovich own a club in this country. Abramovich is a criminal. I don't care if people are gonna come after me for that, but he's a criminal guy. He didn't come to his riches by being a nice guy, guys. You know what I mean? If there's a reason they didn't let him back into the country, because his past. You know what I mean? People found out about his past, and they let a person like that, own a club in this country, and all of a sudden that guy doesn't exist anymore. So there's always payments going past the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Man City's got a lot of stuff on them. I mean, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna be here defending people like that, man. No chance, man. But yeah, have you guys seen this game? Nottingham Forest lost, is it 4-0 to Bournemouth, and then they won by 7 goals to 0 against Brighton. I never thought that, man. Brighton gave us a good game at Anfield. I was at that game. It's crazy, man. Like 7-0, man. My goodness. And a Woods hat trick, man. Goodness gracious me. Yeah, I think Nottingham Forest is going to finish the top 4, guys. For some reason, something's telling me they're back to where they belong. What do you think about that, Nalante?
I watched it. Actually, I watched highlights of this game. It's weird because Brighton have been a bit off form. Unfortunately, they've dropped after a good start. They've dropped significantly, and this is the Premier League. You lose 5-0 one week, you win 7-0 the next week. And Brighton had quite a few efforts, shots on goal. They had more shots. They dominated quite a bit, but Forest were just ruthless. That's it. It's just weird. And fair play to Nuno and the team. They're doing well. Fair play. But Brighton, certain things, boy. Would have made 1 or 2 signings. Yeah, signings, yeah. The drop off has been bad.
Even Brentford, like you look at Brentford, guys, like 2-0 Tottenham. Tottenham is shit. Let's just be honest. I'm getting straight to the point. How the hell Tottenham beat Brentford away 2-0, man? Like, what's going on? Like, I thought Brentford was better than this. They haven't lost.
Yeah, that was bad. I watched that game. Tottenham are going to come after us in that way. They're going to drop deep and try to counter attack Kuvalevsky and whatnot. They got that guy yesterday from Bayern, Tal, but don't tell no one. I reckon he's going to play a part. I reckon he'll get a game.
I like that one. It's not even a Dukin. You got Yukin on that one, bro.
I needed that. I was waiting for it, bro. I was waiting for it. Yeah, man. I think he'll come on as sub, and the fans are going to be up for it. Oh, we got this guy Tal. He's a good player, bro. I like him. I've seen him play. He's a good little player. Surprised he's ended up at Tottenham.
Yeah.
Like,
especially when he rejected them. Oh, don't forget, he said, no, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he realised Man United ain't great. So I'll go there then. You know what I mean?
Arsenal dilly-dallying, yeah. I think because Arsenal didn't put... If Arsenal would have conceded effort, he would have gone there. But probably thought, he's probably Postol said, look, you're going to start every game for me.
Guys, what do you think?
Up front.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. What do you think about Man United? Like, it's like they go 2 steps up, they come back 3 steps down. You know, what is going on with this club? Like how can you lose to at home and this guy Mateta scoring 2 goals against you guys? Like, what is this?
Nice one, that was. Mateta's got a good goal ratio. He scores. Yeah. He don't look like a good footballer when you see his movement and stuff, but the guy scores. But for me, that's a top result. We don't want United to win anything, not even a corner. And so for me, that result there, it was nice. It was good.
Yeah. let me just read the comments. Marco says it's good Everton have been winning because they'll think they can attack us rather than park the bus. Yeah, you're spot on, bro.
Exactly that. Yeah. Good point, that one.
Hang on. David Moyes' record versus Liverpool is horrific too. 6 wins in 46 games. 42 games. 42 games event. Nothing would make the blue half of Merseyside happier than stalling our title push. You're spot on, bro. Because they did that last season. Don't forget, they did that last season, man. They did that last season as well. Big up Chris, man. Haven't seen you for a bit. Big up Chris. Need to focus on Thursday semi-finals. Don't let the blue noses take our eyes off the early prize. You're spot on, bro. Spot on, man. Spot on, Murray as well. Yeah, big up Murray. Big up, brother. Big up.
Bless Murray.
Big up Uncle Rods as well. Please go subscribe to Uncle Rods.
Bless Rods.
Big up Uncle Rods. Big up.
Yeah, so we're gonna move on, obviously, to the game of the weekend, which is this one. Guys, what did you think about it? Like 5-1. I don't even know if I could even refresh the screen, but let me go here actually. I'll bring it up here. It's fine. Arsenal won by 5 goals to 1 against City, guys. What did you think of this game, man? Because I thought a lot of people are saying it's a setup. A lot of people are saying Manchester City, conceded this because they want Arsenal to win the league. I just think Man City is shit. And what Arsenal?
That was the payback. Okay, we gave you Zinchenko and Jesus.
Yeah.
And Arsenal wanted payback for that. They're thinking, God, what did you give us there? You know? Okay, we'll give you 3 points in your title push. Job done.
Nalante,
Man City, terrible.
What do you think of the game, Nalante? Like in regards to the performance from Man City, bro? Like, I thought it's just terrific, bro.
It was, but it's weird because it wasn't a 5-1 game. It wasn't a 5-1 game. I think Arsenal, the first 20 minutes, 25, they started sharp. They got there. I mean, that was suicidal. Schoolboy defending. Jeez. The first goal. And then Havertz missed a sitter when he's 2-0. And then Man City slowly came into the game. Marmoush with some great crosses, a great save from Raya. Guardiola, they started pressing the game. Savinho. So they ended the half stronger.
Yeah.
It's weird. And it's only 1-0, and then it's weird. And then you think after the goal, and then obviously Haaland scored. I was thinking, yes, Haaland. Obviously him and Gabriel having a back and forth, and I was thinking, yes, we're going to see the stay humble Haaland, because Haaland does not like Arsenal. He does not like Arsenal. Yeah, and he's really got a burn. But again, City they don't give him the service. And Foden, my God, he was trash. If anyone's going to tell me Foden's better than Seth,
I don't know if you guys know that he's the player of the season from last season.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's good, but he's not better than Saka. I will argue anyone that hypothetical. I don't think he's not better than Saka. But then it was 1-1, and then they got the lucky deflected goal. I mean, typical luck, 2-1, and then after 65 minutes, they just folded.
Capitulated.
They just folded. Yeah, like a deck chair. They folded like a woman's flat body, flat chest, flat bumper. They folded. I tell you, man. Yes, joking. They folded like when Ryu banged up M Bison at the end of Street Fighter 2. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, kicks, Hadouken, everything. But yeah, man, it was. It was Arsenal and fair play. So yeah, it was a weird game. But yeah, disappointed, man. But knowing this, City will turn up against us in the Etihad, which we haven't won in 10 years. So yeah,
it's madness, that, man. Cedric, big up, brother. Thank you, man.
Big up Cedric. Big up Cedric, man. All the time, man. Love for Cedric, man.
Fozzie Abramovich criminal, okay, but Henry and Co didn't get their money by being nice guys either, and their corrupt government back genocide. Yeah, spot on. Yeah, I'm not saying just Abramovich, mate. You know what I mean? But the interlinks between America and England, it's a strong bond, as they say. So This is why they can take over clubs, because they got, you know, backgrounds of English or Irish or something like that. So this is why they get they get a buy basically. You know what I mean? Because they've got the same backgrounds of people in this country. That's why they allow them to have football clubs, even if they got criminal activities themselves. I mean, so it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It's the same people. Let's just put it that way. They might live in different country, but it doesn't mean it's not the same people. I mean, everybody remembers their background. My background is Somali. I mean, I was born in Somalia, but that's my background. So I'm not gonna say no to that. That's how it is. That's how it is, man. This is the interlinks between everybody. But yeah, they got their own demons, as they say. 100% right. JK, so what do you think of the game as well, bro? I thought like it was a strange game, bro. Like they get the equalizer and just give like balls away so easily, and a lot of people are just like, you know, holding Man City to that. They're saying like, watch them play against Liverpool. They're not going to do that. 100%. Like when you see Akanji like losing the ball in a crucial area, you see like Nalante said, like Foden giving balls away. Like it was continuously. It wasn't even like once. The 3-4 times he gave it away in a sequence or something like that. So yeah, what do you think, JK?
Like, I just feel like 1-1, I would have taken that. It would have been a nice result, you know. But the way they collapsed, they scored and let a goal in a minute later.
Yeah.
You know, the City don't really do that. And it's for me, concentration levels. I don't think they should have put that goalie in goal. He was terrible, man. Ortega, like, what was he doing?
Yeah.
But when they players, I can imagine they're going to step up.
Oh, 100%. No doubt about that. You know that.
You know, new boys getting a game, showing like, yeah. But yeah, City, weird one. But I don't really worry about City right now. Let them do what they got to do. I think they got a lot on their plate, even to get Champions League football next season. But when we play them, they've got Real Madrid around that time as well in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So that's sort of a blessing in disguise right there.
Yeah, spot on, bro. As we can see the league, guys, obviously Liverpool still top by 6 points, 23 games gone. I like the way, I don't know about you guys, the games are coming thick and fast now, innit? We're almost like 10 games to go, if you know what I mean. Like we're not too far from that right now. So, and we're still like, we've still got that, you know, hold on the league, basically, like with 6 points clear and a game in hand as well. This is why I say we are going to win it. We have to win it. We've got no choice but to win it, if you know what I mean, guys. And from experience as well, Arsenal don't have that experience of, you know, winning Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues as we do. We've got so many players in the squad still that's done that before, so we've got the experience of, you know, getting it over the line. This is why I say like we're going to win the league this season as well. So yeah, but 1 loss, you know, I mean, 5 draws, 8 draws. Arsenal's got 2 losses, so you know, draws is like a loss nowadays as well. But yeah, I could see us, man. I could see us. But yeah, let's move on to the Brentford game, guys. I was impressed with the result, man. I was dreading this game. I thought like we was gonna, you know, probably drop points, probably get a draw at least. But you know, the team came through it. Obviously, Brentford. So Bournemouth had. So as I said, Bournemouth had their chances in the game. Kluivert missed an open goal where when he normally scores those. But yeah, I thought like our performance against Bournemouth was something impressive in my opinion, guys. And you got to give the players credit for that. Honestly, got to give the players credit for that. Especially this guy scoring 2 goals. You know what I mean? We thought like his form has dipped, and he came back even stronger, getting a penalty and, you know, scoring in a typical Salah goal. Nalante, what do you think, bro?
Actually, you know what? I'll let my co-host JK. He's got some interesting points about the game.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I believe we played pretty poor, even though I never felt that they're going to get on the score sheet, you know, Bournemouth. Yeah, they got close a few times, hit the bar and post a few times. But I just felt that we controlled the game without even putting any energy into it, really.
Yeah.
And then Salah does what Salah does, you know. And that's why, for me, Salah is the greatest player in the world, because he didn't have to play great, but will get you 3 points.
Do you think like Salah now, like he's taken over Lampard, didn't it, with the goal scoring now?
Yep.
If he wins the league this season, obviously either one, like Champions League, whatever you want to call it, is he the greatest Premier League player ever, or is Henry still what many people say? I mean, the greatest player. That's to you two, by the way.
Yeah.
And the chat. And the chat.
Nalante, you want to take that one?
You don't want to be controversial, yeah? You don't want to be controversial, yeah? You don't want to say. Nalante, think about it. Let me read the comments while you're doing that, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, read the comments. Yeah. JK was very disrespectful there.
Perfect.
Michael says that rude Van Nistelrooy is just a
Oh wow, Michael went in.
facing it back in the day, innit?
Yeah,
Tipso,
that's true.
amen. United game at Anfield still records. Oh, okay. Amen. Amen. Yeah. Of course. It was annoying, bro. It was annoying. Like, with the form that they're in, the way they're looking, and we give them a draw at Anfield. It's just horrible.
It's criminal.
Yeah, we made them look like world beaters. Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
And the guy, is it Martinez? He's out for the season.
Yeah, not a big miss.
He's just noise, and he just
Mhm.
that's the type of centre back I don't want at Liverpool.
Yeah.
I like Virgil van Dijk sort of centre backs.
But JK, if you think about it, this is what we've been missing for years. Even the 30 years before that, like we've been looking for someone like Virgil. Yes, we had the likes of Hoopier or them lot, but they were never solid like Alan Hansen and Lawrence and Emily Hughes and Phil Thompson and Tommy Smith, etc. They were Ronnie Yates, you could say as well. They were never as solid as these people that get you to championships. You know what I mean? Because we've never won a Premier League with those guys. So the day Van Dijk walked through that door, Liverpool's our demeanor, everything's changed. You know what I mean? For the better, in my opinion. We was more confident. You know what I mean? Like we used to see those disappointments in the back of the day, but when Van Dijk walked through that door, I think Liverpool changed a lot, guys. I swear. I remember the day he walked in through the door. I think he was facing Leicester. I think Leicester at home. When Salah scored that goal against Maguire, pulled him on and scored, as I remember. Yeah, that day, man, I think Liverpool changed for the good. And you're always gonna need a centre back like that. That's dominant. Doesn't have to like sweat either, guys. Like it's just amazing. It's just amazing. This is why you got to put this guy probably in the top 5, if you don't say top in the all-time list as a centre back. When people compare Van Dijk with Rio and Terry and all that stuff, it's an insult, because the deficiencies Terry and Rio have, but Van Dijk, you can't find any. You know what I mean? Pace, he will outpace everybody. Power, he will outpower everybody. In the air, he wins most of his draws. I think he's like 99.9% draws he wins. You know what I mean? And passes. Who's better than him out of the two with passes that Van Dijk does? You know what I mean? And shooting as well. If people watch that at Celtic, the guy used to take free kicks, top corners, straight.
He attacks more as well now. I mean, he was playing number 9 the other day.
I think it was a striker with the kids as well.
Yeah, I'm telling you, in the last few games, what I've realised is even though we were winning 2-0, he was like, "Stop this! I'm going in the box." Like he was playing left winger and everything. Like the other day, if you watch the game again, and I'm like, I've noticed that more about our centre backs. When you look at Kwanzaa and Konate, both of their passing has improved.
There's one thing when they like start taking the piss and saying Terry and Rio, I don't understand, JK. It's when they start celebrating. 5 years later, someone getting past them like Pepe at Arsenal. You know what I mean? 5 years later, guys. 5 years, no one got past the guy. Yeah. I mean, and they're celebrating it, and they're still comparing, John Terry and Rio with Van Dijk. Madness, bro. Madness, man. That guy's changed a lot of stuff at Liverpool, man. First season at Liverpool, Champions League final. First season, guys, Champions League final, man.
Come on. 6 months, yeah.
6 months, sorry, yeah, just half a season.
Yeah.
Madness, man. Pepsi never had to make a squad or squad. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and the Blue Manx all we the top and backed with funds. Yeah, you're spot on, man. You're spot on.
Well, Barca, you had to change the squad.
Yeah,
they were struggling.
the Tipso says the Manchester weather has gotten to Mrs. Guardiola. Yeah, man, I think so. I think so. Thomas Smith used to go in the opponent's dressing room before the game. What to do? Like intimidate them? That guy was brutal. He was like an iron man. He was.
Very man, Tommy Smith.
I watched back Liverpool, the old days, isn't it? And that Tommy Smith, yeah. You think Graham Souness is scary? Tommy Smith is even more scary, guys. I swear.
Yeah, he was the guy before the guy.
Before the game, and asks who am I marking with a smile, rubbing his hands. Okay, I didn't know that one. BVD Ibu not aggressive enough, in my opinion, at opposition corners, big lads. I agree with you to a certain extent. I don't think the quality of the set pieces is there, brother, because what I checked out how many corner goals we scored this season. Only 3, guys. 23 games, only 3 from corners. That's unacceptable anyway, in my opinion. That shows either the players are not attacking, like you just said, or the quality of the set pieces are bad. I think the quality of the set pieces are bad because majority of the time when I see our corners, Robertson and Trent are taking, they can't even beat the first man. You know what I mean? And we've been discussing that all season, JK and myself. I'm sure Nolante has seen it for himself as well. So I don't think it's them. I think it's just, you saw against AC Milan those 2 set pieces when it was perfect. They scored it. I mean, so if the ball doesn't come towards you, then you got no chance of winning the headers, man. You know what I mean? So you got to look into like who are the set piece takers. It's been Trent and Robertson since they've been here. We don't score from many of them either. Sometimes we take about 15 corners a game. We don't even hit the goalkeeper once, and majority of the time the goalkeeper actually picks it up off the air. So it shows that the corners that we're taking, they're not really, away from the goalkeeper. They're too close to the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys agree or not.
Yeah, but like, when you were saying there, when you were reading that comment, who am I? I thought you were going to say, the girl, sugar. I was waiting for you to do that. I was like, who am I?
Many want to look at all damn sugar. Me got that sugar.
Oh, too funny.
He know what I want.
Yeah, for me, set pieces are like a lethal weapon to use, and we don't really use it as much as we could. That's how I see it. Our corners are very close to the goalie. Mix it up a little bit, Mix it up a little bit. Go out instead of going in. Something like
that. Chris says, come on. My grand could have managed the Blue Manx. That's true, man. It's so easy. When you look at Pellegrini and Mancini managing that football club and winning Premier Leagues, especially when Pellegrini went to West Ham and got sacked in the first 6 months, it shows, anyone can manage that football club. Decades ago, sorry to hear that, brother. Pepsi is weak when the going gets tough. Now, yeah, Pepsi. Yeah, Pep. That's what it is. I think he's a quality manager, bro. I honestly think that. I don't think, he deserves the criticism a lot of people are giving him, because a lot of people are saying he only worked with money. But he was at Barcelona B and he still did the same thing down there in a division lower than the La Liga. So, and he stepped up to the Barcelona job and got the youth players through, really, to win all those league titles in the Premier League as well. So,
Ronaldinho Deco.
Yeah.
No, sorry, JK. Go on. JK.
No, I was going to say, like, even if a team has money, it doesn't mean success. It's like Chelsea spent 1.4 billion, and they're still not good. They beat West Ham yesterday. But for me, Pep Guardiola is the type of guy who is like top level. When you give him the parts, he'll make that machine work. A lot of managers get the parts, but they don't let the machine working. Yeah. That's why for me, Pep, I love to see him at Luton, a team like that, see what he does with them for 4 years. That would be sort of interesting.
Murray says Premier League isn't predictable this season. That's why I said it's the best league in the world this season, in my opinion, because you didn't expect it to go the way it was going. If you look at the odds in the beginning of the season, it wasn't Liverpool at the top. I mean, Liverpool, I think, third at best. Some people even said fourth.
No one
will go above us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Saeed, but yeah.
Inconsistent teams are all over the league. Spurs win at Brentford. I couldn't believe that when I saw that. No one's surprised. Arsenal 5-1, but Spurs won 4-0 at the Etihad. You're spot on. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say, like, don't be fooled by that, scoreline. Like Arsenal's just arrived, they're gonna beat every team by 5 goals every game they play. Man City got beaten by a lot of teams by the same scoreline this season. So more or less, you know what I mean. So yeah, they've listen. At the end of the day, they don't scare me, Arsenal. I know they're gonna drop points as the season goes along. But yeah, guys, that's me done for the day, man. I know it's a short one than usual, but listen, we're top of the league. We're doing well. We didn't sign anybody, still, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll just keep going. Are you guys gonna be available tomorrow around 2:30?
Tomorrow Wednesday, innit? Yeah.
I'll let you
should
know
be
tomorrow.
okay.
We should do
Mhm.
tactics.
should be
We
fine.
should do tactics like what Liverpool and all that stuff should do against Spurs, and we'll just discuss the semi-finals, innit? Because I want
Yeah.
to win it. I don't know about you guys, but I want to win it, guys. I don't want to
Big
like.
time. Yeah.
I want to go to the final if we get there as well. I'll try to get there as well to watch Liverpool, man. It's about time, man. It's about time. The result at Bournemouth was all that counts, but we must start better versus Spurs Thursday at the neighbours next week. Okay, and at the neighbours next week. Sorry, in between the young lads. I think Dance is going, isn't he? He's going to Sunderland, isn't he, guys? Dance.
Yeah.
Dance is us through FA Cup. Stevie G, greatest of his era. Okay.
Yeah, my favorite Liverpool player of all time, Gerrard.
I like Gerrard, man. He's not my
He's
favorite.
my favorite, bro. You ain't getting better than him.
John Barnes.
If we had someone like him, if the Botsline wants to be a serious player, he needs that drive what Gerrard had. Gerrard.
You know what I like
was
about Soboslai, guys? You know what I like about Soboslai? He says he's going to get better. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a player that's saying that than a player that doesn't say anything. You know what I mean? So he did say that. He said he's going to get better, and I'm waiting for that. I'm really, really waiting for that.
No, he's doing good. He's doing better now.
Yeah.
I think he's on that roll now. He went great against Bournemouth, tell you the truth. But the games prior to that, he was probably the best he's played for us. Over not just one game. He had a few good games,
Yeah. Murray says, Fozzie, during Rafa's reign, Kara, Skirtle, Aga, when fit, were excellent centre backs. They were, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say they Van Dijk's, in standards, but they were good. I liked Aga more than anyone, to be fair. I thought Aga was
Out of them three, yeah?
Yeah, but it was just the injury.
Okay, yeah.
It's just the
For you,
Carroll.
Aga as well, Nante?
What's that?
Which out of them three would you take?
Yeah, I would take Kaga because he was a ball playing centre half. Although Carragher was very solid, he had some world class. His prime peak years under Rafa.
I'm taking
someone
Skirtle.
who.
Yeah, 100%.
Skirtle, man. What?
Oh,
Yeah. Skirtle was one of my favourites.
you winding me up.
No, I like Skirtle, bro. He was no nonsense.
No,
That's what I liked about him.
JK, he was awful. JK, he was awful.
He was solid,
No,
bro.
man. Nah, he was awful, man. Come on, man. JK.
You're my guy, but I gotta give you this one.
Exactly.
I did it on purpose that you pull that.
You're
one
my
out.
guy, JK. I gotta give you
For me, it's
that
Aga. For me, it's Aga.
Yeah, I knew JK said that. He just winding it up. I think Skirtle's never excellent. He was bang up. He was trash.
Against the Arsenal game, bro. The Arsenal
Yeah.
5-1.
He had good games. He had good games, but he was awful. He was awful. Yeah, he had good games, but he was awful. Sorry, mate.
Modern day players do not attack the ball enough, Fozzie, at either end. You're spot on, bro. If Ibu were attacking like Gabriel, the thing is, Arsenal have a plan, bro. They got a set piece coach that plans these things. We don't have a set piece coach. That's why we just go into the box and we just stand anywhere. That's what I mean. So if we had a set piece specialist, maybe Ibu and Van Dijk probably could get in better positions. But I honestly think the set piece that we take is just not good enough, bro. I'm being serious. When you can't beat the first man majority of the time, there's something wrong. Because you got Ibu, you got Jota, you got Salah's good in there. Salah scores a lot of headed goals. So does Gakpo. You know what I mean? If you put the ball in the air for him, There's so many guys that actually are good in the air. Even Soboslai, remember Chelsea last season, that goal he scored with the header when Bradley crossed it in at home. So they can. It's just the balls in the box are just not good enough. Go on, JK and Nalante, end it there, man. Let me know.
Yeah, there's set piece guy at Arsenal. He's got Hollywood status now. You know, the camera's always bloody on him. Like this guy, and straight away when they score a set piece goal, they all run to him like a bunch of jokers. You know, that's too. If you're gonna do it undercover. Your set piece thingies. So like the teams realise, you know what, they're up to something here.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows now, Arsenal dangerous on set pieces. Why? Because of that guy, you know. So for me, I believe also what you were saying about we don't score enough goals from set pieces sometimes. You know?
You're spot on, Jackie. The reason I say that, mate, is because we take about 10 to 12, maximum 15 corners a game, and we don't even trouble the goalkeeper. Look at that Nottingham Forest game away. Look, how many set pieces do we take in that game, Nalante? And we didn't even cause that goalkeeper problems. You know what I mean? It shows. It's just not like it's the way we take it, and the same people are taking it all the time. If you look at the Man City game, we should have scored at least 3. I remember Van Dijk had 2. I think someone else had 1 as well. I think it was Gakpo. And there it wasn't even Trent and Robertson taking it. It was actually McAllister that was taking it. You know what I mean? So it shows if other people take it, it's a different. It's something the teams don't expect. You know what I mean? Because they know where Trent and Robertson is going to hit the ball, right? You're too predictable. So if you let someone else take it, they don't expect that person to take it. So he's going to do a different kind of set piece, and that's what we need to do more often. But yeah, guys, I'm finished. Where you guys going to be tonight? Anywhere?
We will be on 12-man show. Liverpool 12-man. Subscribe. Also press the like button for my bro Fozzie as well. Top show. And also Brian, Irishman Football. That's where me and Alante will be on, yeah. All
right, brother. People, majority of the time, they know where that is. Please go and subscribe to 12-man's channel, Uncle Rod's channel, Beijing Barnes, all these other guys that come on here, of course. Appreciate that if you do that for us. Listen, we're a community. We support each other. That's what it's all about. Nice one, Murray. Nice for that. Thanks for saying that, bro. Appreciate that. We'll see you tomorrow, 2:30. We'll be back here discussing the Tottenham game. We'll get the tactical board out and we discuss like who's going to start in the game. Who do we want to start, and what movements we've got to make on the pitch as well. That's gonna, get that goal back against Tottenham, and then probably get the win at the end as well. Because I'm expecting a win. I want us to win that game. If you know what I mean. So yeah, thank you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And let's just share the links before we go. That's 12-man's channel. Please go and subscribe to him and follow these guys. Hit the notification bell. That will alert you every single time they come on as well. You know what I mean? Perfect. There you go. That's another one as well. Irishman's channel. Please go and subscribe to him and hit the notification bell. And it will alert you every time they come on as well. So go down there. Perfect. There you go. Is there any other one? Oh, that's it, mate. There we go. We've got is that JK's channel? He's gonna start his own thing, guys. So go and subscribe to him. This one deserves it. So you can. There you go.
Nice. Nice, bro.
All right, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Lord have mercy. The Lord.
I like that one.
Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
See you tomorrow.
Take care, everybody.